Welcome back in, everyone. Well, we are looking ahead to a really exciting event. I'm not going to lie, when this press release came into my inbox, I was really excited because I'm a big fan of Jamie Campbell Bower, but we have to talk about what is bringing him to town, and that is to support the Dismas House. And I've got Andy Huxell, the Executive Director, and CC Bell, Community Relations Manager. Thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. So this is a huge name, Jamie Campbell Bower. If you're a Stranger Things fan, he is in the series. He's also in the Twilight series. If you can tell, I'm a fan. But this is so cool. And of course, he has a special connection. We'll get to that in a minute. But first of all, tell us what the Dismas House is all about.
Yeah, so Dismas, a lot of people think that we're reentry housing, and we are. But the unique thing about Dismas is we're so much more than a halfway house. We actually provide community and wraparound support services. So our residents do life with me and my family. We break bread together, community members come in, students come in, volunteers come in, and we cook meals together. And we have dinner together Monday through Thursday nights. We go out and volunteer together. So it's so much more than that. We're really building just kind of a family.
Yes.
And I think that's what makes it really unique here at Dismas House.
About how many, and this is for people going through drug and alcohol recovery, is that right?
So we actually serve those coming out of incarceration. They've all been incarcerated in the last year. About 70 to 80% of our residents do have a history of some type of substance use disorder. So not all of them, but it is a large percentage of our population.
Sure. Cece, you have a personal personal connection, I should say, to this. Do you want to share your story with us?
Real quick, so I'm from Chicago.
Sure.
I was there getting in trouble a lot throughout my life, being a former gangbanger, and just being caught up in that Chicago lifestyle. And I came down to Indiana, breaking those habits, and I got incarcerated while I was in Indiana as well. And what I started learning when I got out, I ran into Dismas. I saw a whole new world. I saw the opportunity to sit at the table with people that I hadn't had the chance to sit at the table with before. I was able to tell my story to people who may have not known about what a person like me had come from. And I also got a chance to redeem myself. And that's what Dismas provided for me. It gave me the space and the platform. So I ended up coming down here and I pushed that platform. In the space that they allowed me, I ended up going back to school, IUSB now for communications. I was pushed into a role here at Dismas, and it was so great for me as being a community relations manager. So that's, I have not battled with substance abuse disorder, but I am very close to people people in my family, alcoholism and substance abuse disorder. And me personally, though, I've been fighting incarceration for a long time and breaking that pattern, and Dismas has been huge for me.
So you'd say this changed your life?
This has changed my life significantly.
That's amazing, and you obviously want to give back to other people who are trying to overcome those battles in their lives. In order to make all this possible, you know, you guys rely on support from the community, right?
We do. We definitely rely very heavily, and this community has rallied around us through the years. I mean, Dismas has been around for a hot minute. We've been around since 1986, but our annual dinner is kind of where a lot of the magic happens. So that's how we got Jamie to come and join us, which we are so excited about. So Jamie is in recovery himself, and he's really excited to come out and share his story of resilience and hope. And just kind of a second chance at life. And he's going to share a little bit about how his different gigs that he's gotten and some of the really neat things that he's getting to do have really played a part in that. So again, those opportunities, they make a difference, right?
Absolutely.
So our event's coming up on April 23rd. It's going to be at the Gillespie Center, and let me tell you, the food is going to be really good. It's like planning a wedding at this point. We had to go do the food tasting and pick out the napkin colors, right?
Shout
all
out
of
to
the
our
things.
house manager.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Jose, for going out and doing that. Yeah, so it's just going to be really neat. So the tickets are $125. We do have some sponsor tickets for those who can't afford the ticket price. By all means, please let us know. We want folks to come. That's really important more than anything. I want people to hear from our residents. You're not going to hear a lot from me at the dinner. That's not my place. I'm going to intro some people, I'll pass out some awards, but ultimately you're going to hear from our residents and our alumni. You're going to hear from Jamie. You're going to hear from the folks with the lived experience. And I think that's going to be the unique thing about this fundraiser, this dinner. is I don't think you always get to hear from the folks that we're serving.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do a lot of running my mouth.
Cece's going to do a lot of that. He's going to school for that, right? Communication.
I'm going to school for running my mouth.
Seems like you won't have too much of
Oh
a hard
my
time
God.
He won't. He won't.
That's so neat, though. And Andy, you said, of course, Dismas House has been along here in our community for a while. This dinner, how long have you been putting that on?
So this is our 38th annual.
38th,
Yes.
okay.
Yep, 38th annual, and so there's some history there.
Absolutely.
It's been an event, and it's known as being a beautiful event. I'm really excited about some of the unique opportunities we have this year to share just a lot of incredible resources and information. I'm a graduate student, so I nerd out about the research side of things a little bit. So we're really going to be pushing the community education piece as well for those that want to just learn about experiences in incarceration, experiences with substance use disorder, and what it's like to overcome those things and try and re-enter afterwards. We have so many fun things to share, so much. And I think that that's going to be, again, one of the really unique things is this is an opportunity to hear from those with lived experience.
Absolutely. Let's give everyone a look one more time before we head to break of those details. This dinner coming up on April 23rd. Tickets are available right now?
They are, yep.
Perfect. We'll have that link for you on our website. But this just sounds like such a great experience. Thank you guys for being here and sharing that story about Dismas House. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere.